In this video, we will be discussing the problem Chef and Bitwise product from course Chef May Long Challenge 2020. In this problem, we're given two integers x and y, and we need to find the value of z such that z lies between L and R and which also maximizes this function. And if there are multiple values of z possible, we need to return the smallest one. Note that this operator is bitwise and this is normal multiplication operator. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. Let the R value be this in binary form and let the L value be this in binary form. We need to find the value of Z which is between L and R and which maximizes this above function. The way we will approach this problem is we will get candidates of Z, or we will get possible values of Z which will give us the maximum value for the function. So we will have an array or a vector which will store all the possible values of Z which will give the maximum function value. So to find the possible values of Z, we will iterate through all the bits of L and R from left to right. The leftmost bit of L and R are same, which is 0. So Z will be 0. Similarly, for the next bit, Z value will be 1 because for both L and R, this bit is set. And for the third bit, it will be 0 since L and R are having this bit as 0. And from the fourth bit is when we will start getting different values for Z. So until here, the bits for R and L were exactly same. The bits just after this yellow line is the first time when both L and R are having different bits. And so any possible Z value must have the same bits as R or L in the left hand side of this yellow line. Because if any bit were different, say the second bit was 0, then Z will be less than L. And say if any bit were 1, say if the first 0 is 1, then Z value will be greater than R. So until this yellow line where this L and R bits are same, the Z value must also be the same. Now what Z value do we take beyond this yellow line? This fourth bit for Z can have two possibilities. It can be either 0 or either 1. Let's say we set this fourth bit as 0. Then what we do is we set all the rest of the bits as 1. So this will be one possible value of Z which we will push into the vector. So why did we take this pattern? So whenever we set this bit as 0, it is always better to set the rest of the bits as 1, because in this function we also need to maximize these individual bitwise AND values. To maximize this bitwise AND value, we are taking the rest of the bits all as 1. Say some bit over here was 0, so say this was 0. So while ANDing with X or Y, if this corresponding X or Yth bit was 1, then we are losing this term. It is obviously better to have 1 over here rather than 0. So when we set this bit as 0, it is desirable to have the rest bits all as 1. Now, when it is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, it is easy to see why Z will be between L and R. Z is less than R because this bit is 0 for Z and 1 for R. And the bits before this will be all same. So Z will be less than R. Z will be greater than L because until this bit both are having same values. But after this bit, Z is having all ones, and no matter what bit sequence L has after this 0, Z will be obviously greater than or equal to L. So now we have found one possible value of Z which can maximize this function. So in a vector, we will push this Z value. Now we've seen what happens when this bit value is 0. And now we will set this bit value as 1 and create more possibilities for Z. Now with this fourth bit set as 1, let's move on to the next bit where R value is 0. Now for this bit, what should a Z value be? If we take Z as 1 over here, it will become greater than R. So Z will have to be 0 over here. Now after the 0, we cannot have all ones like in the previous case because then it will become greater than R. So we simply have this bit as 0 and go on to the next bit. For the next bit, we can have again 0 or 1. Like the previous one case which we handle over here, we will again set this bit as 0 and set the rest bits as 1. And we push this z value to a vector. After we add this z value, we make this bit as 1 and move ahead. The next bit is also 1. So we will set this bit as 0 and the rest of the bits as 1s. Add this z value to the vector and then make this bit value as 1 and move forward. Over here, the z value has to be 0, otherwise it will become greater than r. Now for the next position, we will again have the z value as 0. Then for the next position, I will put this bit value as 0 and the remaining bits as 1, and then push this z value to the vector, make this bit value as 1, and for the final position, I will have the bit value as 0, and I will push this z value to the vector since we have finished processing the entire bit sequence of R. In addition to all the z values that we have pushed till now, we will separately push the L value as well as the R value, because obviously Z can be either of L and R too. So the amount of Z values that we have found out is in the order of log R, since there are at most log R bits that we are traversing. Now that we have found the possible values of Z for which the function will be maximum, we simply iterate over all possible values of Z and find the Z value which maximizes the function. Say you have found that Z value which maximizes a function and let that Z be, for example, now we know that this Z value will maximize a function, but we are not done here. The problem says that we need to find the smallest Z value which maximizes the function. So to find the smallest Z value, what we will do is, from left, we will iterate over all the set bits of Z. So let's say we come to this bit 1. We want to make Z as small as possible. So can we make this bit 1 as 0? No, because if we make this as 0, it will not be between L and R. Next we come to this bit 1. Can we make this bit 0? No, we cannot make this as 0 because it will again become less than L. Then for this bit, can we make this 1 as 0? So if we make this as 0, Z will still be between L and R, but our answer should not change. So our answer will not change if and only if the corresponding bit of X and the corresponding bit of Y both are 0 over here. So the X bit over here is 0 and the bit in the Y value is also 0 over here. Then we can make this bit as 0. Because bitwise AND will not be affected. So if both X and Y are having bit value 0 over here, then I can make this 1 as 0. And I do this to change my maximum number of 1s to 0s such that Z still lies between L and R and the answer does not change. So here it is, guys. This is how we solve this problem, and I hope you have understood this solution. If you have, please do not forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.